morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
This is Julian Henriquez and Olivia coming to you this morning again. For those of you who don't know, we are from Sisters in Christ Worldwide, and we do this every morning, share a brief word with you so that you can start your day right and with God. And this morning we are going to look at Joshua chapter 1 and verse 7 to 9. All right, so it says here, "Be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, and that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest." I read from the King James Version this morning, but I think it's easy enough to understand, so that's why I used it. I hope everybody understood what it was saying, but let me just give you a background of what is happening here. The children of Israel, after 40 years circling in the wilderness, was about to go over to the promised land. They were at a crossroad in their life because Moses just died, their leader. So it was kind of a sad time for them, and they were right at the border to go over into the promised land that they have been promised for so many years. So it was like a happy, sad transition, uncertain, anxious, all those words, moment for the children of Israel. And Joshua had to be taking up the mantle because Moses died and he was the next in line to lead the people of Israel. So this is where they were at. And God came to Joshua and he was encouraging him. And this morning I want to encourage you because, sometimes we are at a transition point in our life. We're at a crossroad where, we have maybe an opportunity, but we are standing still because we don't know how to move forward.
Or we're like, for a new job or something that you've been asking the Lord for, and then it came, and then you're like,
is this what I should do?
Really do?
Should I take this up? Maybe you have to go to another land. Maybe you have to go to another state, whatever the situation. But it doesn't have to be a job. Whatever it is, you might be at a, crossroad in your life, and you don't know, you're uncertain about moving forward, or you're uncertain. You have to move forward, but because you don't know what is going to happen. You are afraid and you're anxious and all these feelings are coming. This is what was going on with Joshua, because he had to take up the mantle and lead these people across to the promised land. All his life he has been hearing about the promised land. All his life he has been looking to Moses, who was his leader, to lead him across this promised land. And all of a sudden the onus was on him.
Because Moses died.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh wow, that's a big transition itself, because you have a new leader, and you're like, okay, and then you just go to the border, like you're literally right there, and now everyone is like, oh my God, this is literally happening, it's literally happening. We're about to cross, the sea to literally get into the promised land. And so all these thoughts are like, all this time they're all positive, but right at that moment,
doubts begin to creep in.
Start creeping in.
Right.
And they start second guessing. And then the Lord is like, why
are you second guessing?
Why are we doing this? Like,
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
The Lord had to be saying to Joshua, be strong. Be very courageous. Don't be afraid. I am with you. And sometimes we're at that point where we just get anxious and we're afraid because we don't know the future.
The outcome,
Right now, the entire world is at a transition point. And we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow.
Definitely.
We don't know the future. And when you have these uncertainties, you tend to be afraid. You tend to get anxious. But this morning, we just want to encourage you, just just to relax in God, because He's got this.
He definitely got
you know,
this.
and He's saying to you, don't have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wherever you go. And this was a physical place that they were going to. Sometimes it's not a physical place that we're going to, but God is saying, whatever position or situation you find yourself in, whatever the next move is, whatever you're afraid of going forward into, when you look into the future, it doesn't look very bright. He's saying, don't be afraid. I am with you wherever you are. Whatever the position you find yourself into, I am with you.
I am with you. Yeah.
You know?
And then sometimes the Lord would probably like, okay, so I want you to work on, you know, your heart. I want you to like look at this different, and then you like, ooh, okay, Lord, like you're like, hold on, Lord, like I don't know how I'm gonna go through this, and you're starting to tell God how it's going to go, and then God is like, hold up, time out, no, time out. Okay, we're gonna be doing this together, just as how he literally walked with his children, the children of Israel, and he took them across. So this is where he's like, this is not just you, okay, we're both. I'm gonna walk with you to that destination, to walk with you. I'm going to show you how you can overcome the situation. I'm going to show you how you can have this joy at the same time when you feel like certain things are not happening. You can still have the joy, you know, and the sense of peace. So sometimes, you know,
it's all about resting in God and the peace of God. When God comes and encourages you and say, I'm with you, that is such a comforting word. You know, to know that you're not alone. And not only are you not alone, but God, the Almighty God, the Father, the maker of heaven and earth, He is with you. Nothing is impossible for Him. So you don't have to be uncertain of the future. You don't have to say, okay, I have this transition. I am supposed to move forward into this new thing, or into this new place, or into this new situation. But I am so anxious, I'm so afraid of the unknown. I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. And this is scaring me. God is saying, don't be dismayed. Don't be anxious. Don't be afraid, because I am with you. Right? Definitely. So that's what I want to share with you this morning. We don't want to prolong it. We just want to just leave with you this brief word this morning, and to encourage you, whatever your situation is. God is with you. He's the same God. Yesterday, today, and forever. He is the same God. And as He was with Joshua, so He will be with you. He promised that He will never leave us or forsake us. So He's the same God. So be encouraged this morning, right? You have anything else? Last words you want to say to them, Olivia?
Oh, I'm good. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, so tomorrow we'll talk again.